Let's talk about your one word. How was that brainstorming last night?
The big thing that I noticed was just having a hard time narrowing it down because I
Mhm.
want to have people feel so many different things when they see my page or interact with me. All right, I had inspired, I had passionate, joyful, loved, supported, seen, heard, and comfortable.
This is cool. A lot of these can just be like grouped into your brand's personality. So
Yeah.
you have your one thing, that one
Mhm.
main emotion that you're looking to evoke, and then you have values, and then you have personality. So being heard and seen, those are definitely like things you value.
Mhm.
Those would fall under that. And then joy, I think, would be a personality thing. Explain to me in your own words what each of these means to you.
The passion one is the easiest to explain. I kind of want I want to relay how passionate I am about what I'm doing.
Okay, cool. This is great. When you were talking about your one thing that you're going to evoke, you want to say it in like, when you interact with my brand, you will feel. So, like,
Mhm.
what you said there was, it's how passionate I am about this. And like, that tells me right away that that's a personality trait. And
Right.
that's amazing. That's perfect. It's really great to like be able to identify that. So, one sec.
I think loved and supported kind of go like with the same definition for me. I
Okay.
just want people like that's kind of what I want to invoke when they actually work with me. They understand that even though this is like a business, it's still something that they can be supported by and feel the community, like the love from the community, and just like find people that they are loved by if they're trans or gay or whatever else.
Put yourself in a position in your mind where you have a ton of clients under you, and
Mhm.
you have all of these courses out, you have coaching stuff, you have your podcast, you have your book, you are speaking and everything. Does that word still align with all of that?
Like it's kind of like a 50-50. Like thinking about it down the road, it's like a 50-50 with supported and inspired.
Let's break down that word then, a
Mhm.
bit. This is your core. Your beliefs will stem from this. Your brand beliefs, your brand values, your brand messaging, marketing strategies,
Mhm.
literally everything will stem from this word. Is it like inspired, like open minded,
Yeah,
or inspired as in like take action kind of?
I think it is a little bit of both, but it's more so like the open-minded aspect of it, not really like the get up and change the world type inspiration.
Okay.
That's my job. They can't. I got that.
Let's look into that a little bit more. I feel like there's something more to pull from this, because inspired can mean so many things, and it's an overused term. So
Yeah,
I just want to make
absolutely.
sure that it's like we're clear on what we're
Mhm.
communicating there. So, and if you're set on it, if you're like, no, it's inspired, like please
Mhm.
tell me to fuck off. I don't care. But let's look at inspired synonyms, what it is and what it isn't,
Oh God, that's a good question.
right?
I think what it is having the belief that things can change and they can be different, having hope for the present and for the future, both for yourself and for the world altogether. I'd say it's the ability to be okay, the ability to, oh God, my brain's short-circuiting.
Short
I
circuit away.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, I got one. Like being inspired by and like seeing my journey and seeing what I've been through and realizing that like no matter how hard it is or what people say or how people act, that they can have and achieve the same exact things that I have or more, or whatever it fits best for their journey.
So like possibilities.
Yeah, yeah. I totally could have summed that up in that single word.
No, no, I don't think it should have been. I think some things are better described in more detail. So think about these things here. So motivate, influence, like those are all words I would say that are not your brand.
Stimulate is one that does not fit. Like that one makes me feel weird. It's not just because I know people see inspire and they're like, oh, it's, like superficial, shallow bullshit. Like it's
Is
not
that
just
love?
yeah, right. It's not that. that level of inspiration. It's a much deeper, personal, introspective type of inspiration.
What about moving?
That does feel like something that it is, because that's a word people use a lot when they hear my story. Like they're very moved by it.
Yeah. Yeah, and when like it's like when you interact with my brand, you will feel moved. Moved in a way that's like, "Oh, I want to open my mind." Like that,
Yeah,
and like that changed me just by hearing that story and experiencing this.
I like moved a lot.
Okay. All right. And are there any other words on this list have that same kind of like, yeah, that's a good one. Like better than moved.
I don't think so. I think that's the only one that feels like not superficial.
Cool. All right. So 5 years down the road, you're speaking, you are coaching, you have these communities, you have your book out. Moved. That's that's it.
That feels good.
Fuck yeah. All right.